Imagine standing on a battlefield, outnumbered 3-1. Your enemy is fully equipped with horses, armor, and weapons, while you and your companions have little more than your faith and trust in Allah. Any worldly strategist would say you are doomed. But in that moment, something greater than numbers and weapons decide the outcome. Faith in Allah. This is the story of the Battle of Badr, one of the most important events in Islamic history. A day when a small group of believers, only 313 men, stood firm against a powerful army of more than 1,000 and emerged victorious, not by strength, but by their unwavering trust in Allah. The Battle of Badr took place in the second year after the Hijrah. The Muslims, led by Prophet Muhammad, set out not for war, but to intercept the Quraysh caravan that had been seizing Muslim wealth and property. But Allah had decreed that this would become the day that truth would triumph over falsehood. The unequal numbers, the Muslims were only 313 in number. They had just a few swords, 2 horses, and 70 camels, which they had to share by riding in turns. On the other hand, the Quraysh marched with over 1,000 soldiers, fully armed, with 100 horses, 600 suits of armor, and all the resources they needed. From a worldly perspective, it looked impossible. Allah describes this moment in the Quran. And already had Allah given you victory at Badr while you were few in number. So fear Allah that you may be grateful. Surah Al-Imran 3:123. The Prophet's supplication on the night before the battle. The Prophet raised his hands in deep dua. He called upon Allah with tears, saying, "O Allah, if this group of Muslims is destroyed today, you will not be worshipped on this earth." Muslim Ahmad. He continued making dua until his cloak slipped from his shoulders, and Abu Bakr, R.A., gently placed it back, saying, "O Messenger of Allah, your prayer is enough. Allah will fulfill his promise." This moment shows us the Prophet's complete reliance on Allah before the biggest test of his mission. Angels sent by Allah responded to his dua in a way beyond imagination. The Quran tells us, "Remember when you asked help of your Lord and he answered you, indeed, I will reinforce you with 1,000 from the angels, following one another." Surah Al-Anfal 8:9. On the battlefield, the companions reported seeing mysterious figures fighting alongside them. Some even heard the striking of whips from the skies, and saw enemies fall without being touched by human hands. The angels had come to fight with the believers. The spirit of the companions, despite being outnumbered, the companions stood with remarkable courage. One of them, Umar ibn al-Humam, R.A., threw away the dates he was eating, saying, "If I live until I finish these dates, it will be a long life. I want to meet Allah now." And he rushed into battle until he was martyred. This spirit of sacrifice, with the love of Allah and the hereafter outweighed the fear of death, became the secret weapon of the Muslims. The outcome against all odds, the Muslims achieved a decisive victory. 70 of the Quraysh were killed, including some of their most powerful leaders, and 70 were taken as prisoners. Only 14 Muslims were martyred. This battle was not just a military victory. It was a spiritual turning point. It proved that truth, when backed by faith, will always overcome falsehood, no matter the odds. From the Battle of Badr, we can take away powerful lessons for our own lives. 1. Faith is stronger than numbers of Muslims were few, but their faith made them stronger than an army. In our lives, we often feel outnumbered by challenges, whether financial struggles, personal trials, or societal pressures. But with faith and trust in Allah, even the impossible becomes possible. 2. Dua is our greatest weapon. The Prophet spent a night in dua, showing us that true victory begins not on the battlefield, but in the heart that connects with Allah. Whenever we face difficulties, we should turn first to sincere dua, for it opens the doors of unseen help. 3. Sacrifice brings victory. The companions were willing to give up their lives for the sake of Allah. This reminds us that without sacrifice, whether it is time, effort, wealth, or comfort, we cannot expect success in our faith. Every sacrifice we make for Allah brings us closer to Him. 4. Trials are part of Allah's plan. The Muslims did not plan for Badr. It came to them unexpectedly, but it was part of Allah's divine wisdom. Similarly, our hardships may not make sense at the moment, but they are part of a greater plan designed to strengthen our faith. 5. Allah's help is always near. When the Muslims were at their weakest, Allah sent His angels. This teaches us never to despair. The help of Allah can come in ways we cannot imagine, as long as we remain patient and steadfast. The Battle of Badr stands as a shining reminder that true victory does not come from numbers, wealth, or weapons. It comes from Allah, when we put our trust in Him, when we make dua with sincerity, and when we're willing to sacrifice for His sake. Then Allah opens doors for us that we never thought possible. Just as He gave victory to a small group of believers at Badr, He can give us victory over our struggles today. So, my dear brothers and sisters, let us take inspiration from this powerful story. Strengthen your faith, never underestimate the power of dua, and always believe that with Allah, you are never alone. If you found this story inspiring, make sure to like this video, share it with others so they can benefit too, and don't forget to subscribe for more Islamic motivational reminders. May Allah strengthen our faith and grant us victory in this life and hereafter. Ameen.